Well, this keeps getting more and more fun. Oh, I got all three. Nice shot. What's up, pranksters? Welcome back. What I'm holding here is a fidget spinner. This one actually lights up. Well, anyway, at this point, the fidget spinner craze is pretty much gone. I'm sure a lot of you guys are already bored with them. They're no longer fun. And if you're like me, you've probably collected all sorts of fidget spinners, all sizes, colors, and shapes. Well, anyway, in this video, I'm gonna show you pranksters 5 cool ways you guys can recycle the fidget spinners you no longer use. So go ahead, take them out, dust them off, and bring them back to life. All right, before we begin, let's make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel with the bell notifications turned on. That way, you don't miss out on my next videos. Hit that thumbs up button and check it out. As I just mentioned at the start of this video, guys, there's all kinds of fidget spinners out there, all sizes, shapes, and colors. Well, this by far has been my most expensive spinner, and this one was the cheapest. This one was around $20, while this one was actually 49 cents. So obviously there's a big difference. Now, I really like this one. I like the shape, the size, the way it feels. It seems like it's unbreakable because it's made of metal compared to this one that is just plastic. Well, anyway, guys, what we're gonna do first in this video is we're gonna make a little slingshot using one of these. So if you have a fidget spinner that looks like a ninja star or something similar to this, then you can actually make yourself a little slingshot. To be able to pull this off, you will need a wide rubber band like this one, some toilet paper, a plastic pan, and some tape. The setup is pretty simple, guys. What you're gonna do is you're gonna place a rubber band across from one side to the other. You got some rubber band on both sides. That is something that we just don't want because it'll get in the way. So what we're gonna do is on one side, we're gonna pull the rubber band towards the back like this. So now the front isn't blocked, and the back, you have just one going through the center, the other one above it, so it's out of the way. Now you can feed your dart through the center, pull on it, and of course, launch it. Okay, so our slingshot is ready. Now we're gonna make ourselves a little dart, and what I have here is a pen. No, guys, we're not gonna shoot it just like this because you could actually harm somebody. But we are gonna make a little dart, and we're gonna create some padding for it so you don't hurt anybody. And that's the reason why I have this roll of toilet paper, because we're gonna wrap some toilet paper around the pen. I'm gonna take my pen, I'm gonna place it on one end like this, halfway, fold it down to cover the pen, and then simply just start rolling it all the way around. And of course, our tape will come in handy here because it'll keep everything together. Here it is, pranksters. I don't like the color because it's just plain white. So I'm gonna take a marker and color in the tip at least, like this. This is basically how you're gonna hold your slingshot. You're gonna load it up like this from the end that isn't blocked, and then through the back, you're gonna pull it, and then when you're ready to launch, just release it. So with this one, guys, you can do some target practice. Set up a few bottles and have some fun. Those are my water bottles all lined up. Let's see which one I can hit. Nice. Of course, you can make it more challenging by keeping a larger distance. Nice. I'll tell you this right now though, guys, please do not aim it at anybody. Even though this doesn't hurt because it's padded, don't hit anybody with this. It's just for fun. Try to set up your targets and shoot them. Just like that. Oh, a complete mess. Ooh, I blasted that one. See, if you have good aim, guys, you can hit them all. This is a really fun hack, so I highly recommend it because you will have a lot of fun with this. Well, this keeps getting more and more fun. Oh, I got all three. Nice shot. For this next hack, I got my phone here ready because I'm gonna show you guys how to make your phone case look pretty nice with a fidget spinner. Now obviously what I have here is a really boring and plain phone case, so we're gonna make it better. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna remove it, and I'm using my iPhone 6 for this. And if you look at the iPhone cases, usually where they have the Apple logo, it's exposed because of course they want to show off that it's an Apple phone. So this is exposed, and that is perfect for us because we're gonna take our fidget spinner, and for this case we're gonna use the light up ones because these are more fun anyway. We're gonna turn them on. Look at that. They look pretty cool, huh? So now we're gonna take that fidget spinner, we're gonna adjust the bearings, the LED lights, and push them forward. That way we have enough space that we can slide in this cap through the opening of our phone case. Just slide it in, pop it in, whatever you need to do, but make sure it stays on there. But the fidget spinner seems loose, right? Well, that's gonna change once we put our phone back in the case. So pop in your phone. Now you can have an awesome looking phone case using your fidget spinner. It looks like a normal phone, but you turn it around and you got a fidget spinner. In previous videos where I showed you guys how to do fun stuff with fidget spinners, I showed you this particular spinner. This is my favorite overall, guys. It just spins forever and ever, and I really love this fidget spinner. But the other day I was messing with it, and I decided to try something different. I was actually spinning it, and then I decided to put it on the table so it could roll, but it wouldn't go very far. So what I did, guys, is the following. I went into my supply box and got a couple of rubber bands. So what I did was I placed them all around the fidget spinner. What this is gonna do, guys, is that it's gonna provide some grip for it so it will roll further. And let's see how far it gets with the rubber band on it. Here it is, guys. I'm not satisfied with just one rubber band, so I'm gonna put another one over this one. At this point, I pretty much created a wheel that will spin, but let's see how far it'll get. As you guys just saw, it goes further with the rubber bands on than with them off. So let's see that again. See, it just rolled off the table. Now let's compare it without the rubber bands. Yeah, it didn't go really far, did it? What we just learned is that it'll go further with rubber bands. So go ahead, guys, have fun with your fidget spinners. Before I get to the next hack, I want to show you guys something. When I was little, I always wanted one of those hats that has a propeller on top. But since I was so poor, I could not afford one. But I always wanted one because I used to think that the propeller would actually make you fly. And I always wanted to get one of those because I was thinking that I could fly with it. Well, a few years later, I came to find out that it didn't help you fly, but I still wanted one of those hats. And to this day, I still don't have one. Well, I'm going to show you guys how to make one using a fidget spinner. It'll be just for fun, for your entertainment, so let's make one right now. Here are the items I'm gonna be using. A Cynics hat, like this one. By the way, guys, if you haven't, check out this channel, Cynics TV. I have some cool hacks on there if you guys are interested in learning about Halloween stuff. You're also gonna need some scissors, a fidget spinner, and a jumbo straw, and some hot glue and maybe some tape. Well, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna cut the jumbo straw in half, like this, and on both ends we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna slice the bottom about half an inch in 6 times. So now you can spread the bottom open like this. Let's do the same to the other side of the straw. And here it is. That is perfect. One side of the straw, we're gonna glue it to the button on top of the hat. So let's get our glue gun, spread a little glue on top of the hat like this, and then a little bit on the straw, and just glue it on. Now while that dries, we're gonna work on the fidget spinner. So let's turn it on, and you guys can either use some glue to keep it on or use some double-sided tape, which is what I'm gonna do right now. All I'm gonna use is a square. I'm gonna place the piece of tape on one of the caps like this, and then I'm just gonna stick it on to the straw, which is on top of the hat. And just place it on. And look at that. It spins. Now let me put it on and show you guys. Look at that, guys. I have a fidget spinner on top of my head, and what I like about the straw is that I can actually feel it move. So let me spin it for you guys. I know that some of you guys think that this is a dumb idea, but me as a kid when I was little, I always wanted one of these, and I couldn't have one because, like I said, I thought that this would actually make me fly, but in reality it doesn't. But still though, it's fun, and it's one of those things that I always wanted, and now I have one. For this last fidget spinner hack, I'm gonna show you guys how to create a really fun game to challenge your friends. So we're basically gonna be playing some hockey. I don't know if you guys knew this, but you guys can take one of the bearings off of another fidget spinner. You guys can lay down the little bearing on the table, and with a fidget spinner, just hit it. So we're gonna create a little field where we can play this in. And for that, you're gonna need a dry erase board like this. The bearing actually slides better on one of these. It's like playing air hockey with your friends. Look, you barely tap it and it goes far. So we're gonna create some barriers around the board. And for that, I'm gonna use the spiral of a notebook. So I'm gonna twist it out like this. You're gonna need about 3 or 4 of these. So if you have a few handy, then go ahead and use them. We're basically gonna tape them on the side so that the bearing doesn't go out of bounds. About 3 pieces of tape per spiral. So let's test it out. It actually bounces off. So do this around half of the board, because from the other end, you're gonna be shooting at it. So cover this side and this side. And our little hockey field is complete. And now we're gonna put the bearing on the board like this, and with our fidget spinner, we're gonna hit it. See? It doesn't go out of bounds. At this point, you guys can get creative and make up your own rules, your own game. And of course, you wanna challenge somebody. Somebody's gonna have to be the goalie and protect this side. So basically the way you gain points is if the bearing goes past this line right here. I know it's crooked, but I'm just giving you guys the example. If the bearing goes past this line, which is the goal of the other player, if this goes over it, you actually score a point. Now the other player, he's gonna be moving his fidget spinner like this. Of course, it's gonna be spinning. So he'll try to repel anything that goes into his goal. So if the bearing comes at him like this, he can repel it. See? So here's a little example. He's gonna be moving it, and let's say you happen to shoot at the corner. See, he just repelled it. See? Ooh, score. See, it went past him. So I'm gonna be playing by myself since I don't have anybody to play with. So this is the goalie protecting the goal, and this is the player shooting. See? Blocked it. The goalie can't go past his line though. A score. Oh, blocked it. Ooh, blocked it. Ooh. And that's it, guys. Come up with your own rules. Of course, it's more fun if you play with somebody else. You guys can pass the puck or bearing back and forth. Just like this. Have fun, guys. And if you guys want to play this at night or when it's dark, get one of the LED light up fidget spinners. And there you have it. 5 cool ways that you guys can recycle those fidget spinners you no longer use. So if you liked any of the ideas that I just showed you, a big thumbs up will always be appreciated. Thank you guys for stopping by and checking out this video. Now go ahead, go play with your fidget spinners. I'll see you guys in my next video. In this video, I'm gonna be showing you guys 5 pranks that you guys can do using fidget spinners. So I've poured some blood onto this little container right here, and I'm gonna use a syringe to extract some of this blood. And you smear some on your forearm like this, just barely. Now, how this challenge works is you're gonna flip over the cup like this. You're gonna place a fidget spinner on top, and then make it spin. So the purpose is that you're gonna flip over the cup, and you're gonna have to have the fidget spinner land inside like this. And then when I try to flip over the cup, this is what's gonna happen.